All right, guess what? We made it out again. It's amazing. I can't believe we're fishing again. Might even get a trout today, you never know. Might even get a trout. I'm seeing some footsteps. That's a good thing. Ooh, a little slip. A little bit of slippery slip. All right. You know what? This is not bad. I can deal with this. This is not bad at all. I'm gonna go into that water. Let's see what we can catch. Hey, who's in the chat? What's going on, Fat Cat Ali? Welcome to the stream. You're the first one in, man. I hope your day's going good. We're gonna try to catch some trout, baby. Ooh, it's a little slippery here. Hold on, I'm not gonna slide in here. I'm actually gonna go in this way. But you know what? The snow melted kind of perfect because we can fish. We can definitely fish this. I see somebody slid in here already. I'm not the first one here. So there's brown trout here and rainbow trout. Mostly rainbows, but we caught some wild brown trouts in here. All right, hold on. I'm gonna crawl my butt on the side here. Oh, jeez. Come on, man. Sorry. Just super. You see, I'm walking on the bank, kind of sliding around. All right. We're in the water now. I'm gonna work this. I'm gonna work this hole for a while. I'm not going anywhere. All right, let's try it. We're gonna start off with a Vibrex Blue Cat spinner. Check it out. And we're gonna go from there. The connection's pretty good. All right, let's try it. Haven't been to this spot in a while. We caught a rainbow trout here too. Caught a couple of rainbows here. We caught them on gulp minnow here. I don't know if it was a bite. Or we got it caught on something. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Julie Gilmore, I'm sorry. I am going to keep a rainbow if I catch one. The limit right now is 2. So if I do catch one, we're keeping it. Hopefully I'll catch at least one. I mean, what's going on, Solo Texan Adventures? All right, so we got Fat Cat Ali, we got Julie Gilmore, we got Solo Texan Adventures. Who else is out there? I felt like I just hooked into something. Fortunately, the bottom here is really muddy, so standing up is kind of hard. But it is what it is. Hopefully I don't lose my Vibrex spinner. The good thing is, they're only $2 at Walmart right now. That's what it cost me. I don't like to pay $8 for them or $6, but for $2, I'm not gonna cry too hard if I lose one. Hopefully that doesn't happen soon, but as we know, sometimes it does. But there's definitely trout here. We hooked into them plenty of times on live streams. There's definitely trout out here. I'm doing pretty well. Oh, thank you, Julie Gilmore. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to step up my shorts game this spring. I want to put out more shorts. I want to put out like 100 Gooch shorts within between March and April. So if I'm spamming it, I apologize. I'm trying my best. I'm trying different things. That Vibrex spinner is really good. So if you live next to Walmart, there's going to be a lot of clearances right now. It has that presentation of a fish with blood on it. See? It's a really good spinner, and people swear by them too in Jersey. Oh, well, just caught a branch. Oh, there's definitely no trout there. Hold on, let me get this off. But yes, did you catch anything yet? No, I just started fishing. We've only been fishing for about 5 minutes. I just started. My wife ran off to a college women's game, so she let me fish for a little bit. So that's a rare occasion for me to fish on the weekend. If you guys join my live streams, it's always it's always weekdays, and it's always for like an hour or two. I'm gonna try. I don't want to change my setup yet, so I'm gonna try with the spinner for a while. We're gonna walk this place. The connection's good. I think everything is looking good. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well today, considering, like I said, it's a Saturday, and I get to fish on a Saturday, and I am not rushing anywhere. I'm just gonna fish until the sun goes down. I'm surprised there's nobody else fishing here. But I'm pretty confident. I mean, I feel good about catching something today. I don't think we're gonna get fully skunked. Hold on, I'm not sure if that was the bass cast. I just don't want to get snagged in the tree. But last time we were fishing, I had very good luck here with gulp minnows. I don't want to go to gulp minnows right away, but if we catch nothing for the first 30 minutes with spinners, I'm going to go gulp minnow. Yeah, I did already catch a stickfish. You should have been on my last live stream. Well, not today. By the way, today I was live streaming for a little bit. I went for a little walk on the park, and I stopped my live stream because there was a dude ice fishing, and I was also walking in maybe not the best spot. So somebody called the cops, so 3 cop cars showed up, and I ended my live stream because I didn't want to be weird about it. So I just got out of the spot where I was. But the guy that was ice fishing, some carrying called on him. There's technically no ice fishing in that reservoir, but there's no signs. And the cops actually left the guy alone, but then somebody else called again, and I think they kicked him out. Like the park rangers kicked him out. But technically, there is no signs for no ice fishing there. So the guy was right. I mean, anyways. Oh, you're also Fat Cat. I didn't know you were from Norway. So we do have quite a few people from Norway that join my live streams. That's awesome. We have at least 3 regulars that come from Norway. Hudson Plots, you. I gotta remember that you're from Norway for the future. I'm gonna try a couple more casts here, and then I'm gonna move down or up. We'll see. But there's definitely fish in these holes right here. We just gotta figure out what would they like to bite today. I'm trying to excite them. I know they barely move right now because of how cold the water is. Actually, speaking of the water temps, let's check the water temp. Carlos, what's going on, man? Dayton, Ohio. Doug, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Doug Von Winkle. Thank you. I apologize, I didn't see you right away. Hold on, let's check the water temp, actually. Now I'm curious. All right, let's see. Let's let it. So 56. Oh yeah, the ice was thick. The ice is still at least 10 inches thick. I really want to go ice fishing again, but you know, if you know me, guys, you know I literally have an adult form of ADHD. I can't sit there and look at the fishing rod for more than 20 minutes if there's no bite. I have to change spots. So the water temp is 38 degrees. See that? I mean, it's pretty good. It's like a couple of degrees more than what it was. But tomorrow we're supposed to get another winter storm rolling into Jersey. I don't know if for those of you from the area heard, but it's like big news. My wife needs to get to the hospital on Monday morning for work. So I'm gonna have to be out there with a shovel. I think we're gonna get at least, they're saying it's gonna be at least a foot, but they're actually thinking we might get up to 18 inches, which is very wild since we already had another one crazy storm. Yeah, it is cold. So yeah, it's 57 degrees. So basically the water is like 3 degrees Celsius. The air temperature is like maybe 10 degrees Celsius for the European people. I originally grew up in Europe, so I know. So I have to, all I can tell you is that when I was a kid, going to school, my family had no car, so I had to walk to school, as did everybody else. So we were happy as kids when the temps would drop below negative 27 degrees Celsius, which is kind of like negative 2 Fahrenheit, because if it was negative 25 degrees Celsius, our school would close. If it was negative 23, you'd still have to go to school. But if it was negative 25 or lower, or colder, you had no school. That's how cold it would get when I was a kid. All right, you know what? Let's change up a spot real quick. Let me put the spinner on my line. All right. I really don't like walking too much. I'm basically stuck in mud. You see the ice is still there? But there's a couple of passageways where we can go and cast. All right, let's see. Oh, jeez. It's basically like, you ever see the people dancing when they go like this with their feet? That's what I'm doing right now on this mud. I'm basically just, I'm standing still, but my feet are moving. It's pretty bad. I put back licorice on my bait and it works great. Doug Van Winkle. Oh, hey, Demon. Doug Van Winkle says that he puts liquid licorice. That's a good idea. You know what I have at home? I have a bunch of salmon eggs, but like real salmon eggs from it's like raw from salmon. My father-in-law brought it to me. I might actually dip my stuff in that because I know trout absolutely adore. Oh, Jesus. They absolutely adore salmon eggs. I'm thinking where else we can go. Let's try here. I don't know if I would want to walk out on that ice. Probably gonna fall through right away, but let's try it. Just for the hell of it. I mean, if I can't catch fish, I gotta figure out other ways to entertain you guys, right? You guys think that ice is pretty good? I'm wearing waders, so don't worry. We should be okay here. Ooh. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Look at this. I'm standing on this bad boy. All right. Dude, I feel like I could like float down the river with this. This ice is pretty thick. Watch me like go through. Hey, what's going on, country kid? Look, I got myself a little flotilla. Look, got myself a little piece of ice. Nice. Dude, if I had a stick, I would just like pop out and float down the river. I am not kidding, I would totally do that. This gives me ideas. Look at this thing. It's like having a little ship. I can just walk around in it and cast out for the trout. All right, the only problem is if we get a trout, how am I gonna bring it in? All right, let's try it. Hey, what's going on, Fisher Fingers? So yeah, we are fishing in New Jersey, and supposedly tomorrow we got a serious storm coming in. But I love standing on this ice. This is great. Let's see how close I can come to it without. Oh, dude, it's like having a little dock. Oh, we're gonna catch a fish today. You know what? I'm gonna catch you guys a fish because I know there's definitely trout out here. If I catch nothing with this, we're putting on a trout magnet. We're going to town. Let's see how deep it is here. Gonna drop it. All right. No, it's not that deep. It's a couple of feet. So if I fall through the ice, I still have waders on. We should be okay. I will not die. But you know what? This is a great spot because I basically have perfect casting access. And I will stay here for the rest of the live stream. I know there's fish here. That's for sure. So we have caught them here. And plenty of them got off the hook last time we fished. Hey, what's going on, Rania? Check this out. There might be a chance Grumpy Orca might catch a fish today. What are the chances of that? Wait, did you? I know you participated in that tournament today for crappie. Did you? I had to leave maybe 10 minutes before you ended. Did you guys catch another fish? It's good to see all the regulars in. We're missing a couple of people. I think DCP might still be ice fishing. But yeah, very unlikely for me to be fishing on live stream on a Saturday, but I am. My wife just sent me a picture from, she went to a college, Rutgers women's team is playing and she got invited. She got free tickets as faculty, so she's there. All right, we're gonna switch up. I'm gonna fish with this Vibrax. For those of you wondering what I'm fishing with, I'm gonna show it to you. It's a Vibrax Blue Fox spinner, and people swear by them for trout. I hope this place doesn't get fully snowed out tomorrow. I'm basically walking on a piece of ice. Hopefully I don't fall in. So yeah, let me show you what I'm fishing with, since I did say I was going to do it. Here. Little Vibrax. Had like a little fish face. Hold on. Here we go. Let's try it. A couple more casts and then we'll switch to something else. I really wanted to try it. And for those of you that just joined the chat, these Vibrax, at least in Jersey, they're on clearance right now for $2. Usually they're like $6, $7, $8, depending on the type. Rushi, imagine if I was the fish. Yeah, that's a good approach. If I was a fish, I definitely wanted to be smart. You know how you become smart when you're a fish? Oh, I just had a bite. Oh man, that was definitely, I don't think that was a snag. Oh no, it was a snag. You know how I know? You know how I know that was a snag? Grand P, come on, man. That's how I know it was a snag. I snagged the top of a log and took off some gunk off of it. I definitely would be hurt. But I'm already hurt because I bent my knee. Let's see. But you're right. Everybody wants to know where is the fish, but nobody wants to know how is the fish. That is very philosophical of you there, Ruchi. Barkfish? Nice. Oh, please don't. Yeah, good. I just don't want to get snagged. Wait, is that a fish? Hold on. We got something. No, that's not a fish. Check this out. Oh, I just dropped it right at the shore. It was a nice little branch I was going to show to you guys. Oh, look at that duck. Hold on, what kind of duck is that? I don't want to snag my spinner. But there's a duck right at the tip of my fishing rod. If you look at it, you can maybe see it. It's a nice, I don't know what kind of duck that is because it has like a dark, it has like that merlot hat, but it's nice. I do have wax worms on me. Hold on, let me check. What's going on, Northern Cast? Let me check my pocket. Yeah, you see that? I do have wax worms. Should we try wax worms? But wouldn't I need a bobber for that? Let me see. Let's see what we have. I love this piece of ice here, though. Let me do one more cast with the spinner. I don't think, it might be a Mallory duck. You might be right, yeah. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, I know, don't snag the ice, it's true. I snagged the ice 2 days ago and it was a giant pain. I had to find a stick. And because I got snagged like in the water. Hold on, is that a fish? No way. No, it's not a fish. Yo, you gotta stop playing with my heart, man. Y'all, come on, man. It felt like a fish, man. Look at this. Man, what the hell, man? Seriously. I should try wax worms. Now, mind you, we are fishing for stocked rainbow trout. These fish are basically getting fed dog food all their life when they live in when they live in hatchery. That was a stick ponder. You're right, Salty. Twig fish. Twig fish. I wonder if I can just look. I can actually just fish from the like off the ice. I can just cast this in because I'm standing on the ice and it's pretty deep right off the ice. I can just do like one of these twitch. Until we snag. All right, yep, we got another leaf. All right, let's stop messing around. Let's do something. Let's stop messing around. I have a fully stocked tackle bag today. So let's see what I have. All right, let's see what I got. You know what? Should we try cattails first? Those usually work. So what I'm gonna do is I'll throw a jig head on and a cattail. And we'll see where that takes us. Stickfish, barkfish, and twigfish. There you go. I like that, Texan. I like your sense of humor. It's very much like my sense of humor. But check it out. I'm very proud of my. I caught a couple of those. Hold on. Wow, I just read that wrong. I'm sorry. 10 pounds of crappie took first, and you had 4.42 pounds. Okay, guys. That's amazing, Ronnie. Yeah, I do have wax worms, but let's try. Look, I'm very proud of this. Look how many things I have on my hook in my chest bag today. So what I'm gonna do is, but yeah, you're absolutely right, Northern Cast. Oh man. Damn, 4 pounds of crappie. I'm sorry, Ron, I didn't see your message right away. I was too distracted catching tree fish. Hold on. Give me a sec. I don't want to rip this off. Really wanted to catch a fish today. I'm really hoping for one. I know, hold on. Yeah, where'd you go? Don't go there. But yeah, DCP kayak fishing was ice fishing today, which I was very happy he was out there and fishing. So what I'm going to do is, for now, I know you guys told me about waxworms, but I'm going to throw this bad boy on. And we're going to, I think I have a bobber with me. I definitely do. Yes, I do have a small bobber. So we can try waxworms and just let it float. But first, I want to try the mice tails. Hold on. Maybe I'll get one. I know exactly where the trout are here too. We've fished this spot before. But yeah, waxworms would be cool. I know in the spring they love mealworms. We caught, oh man. Good thing I checked that knot. Hold on guys, you gotta tie this off. Really gotta learn some new knots. But knowing myself, that's gonna be taking another couple of years. A lot of cheaper to the losing spinners against steelhead on waxworms in the rivers going to the Great Lakes, 30-inch rainbows. Yeah, well, if you're by the Great Lakes, man, Northern Cast, if you're there, you're super lucky. That's amazing fishing. We know a couple of people that in my fishing community here on YouTube that are from those parts. And man, they have some amazing fishing there. Hold on, guys. That's my third time trying to tie a goddamn knot. Hold on. It's amazing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I finally did it. Hey, DCP, what's going on? Oh, Hudson Platts is here, another guy. So Hudson Platts and Fat Cat Ali, you guys are both from Norway. The only thing I know about Norway is that Oslo is your capital. And a good buddy of mine is living there right now. All right, let's try these. Let's try it. Let's see if I can tie this while looking at through my phone on my live stream. I know I can't. I'm gonna mess it up. Sorry, guys. All right. Check this out. This is not bad. This is not bad. Let's try it. Yes, these are actually very good, and we're gonna try them. Look, some plots. I'm standing on a sheet of ice. Oh, Senor Goose is here too. I'm basically standing on a sheet of ice. It's like my little dock. You see that? But it's good enough to stand on. Oh, damn, look at that. Senor Goose. You challenge everybody. Well, I think most of the people here are already subscribers, but I appreciate that very much, man. Every little bit helps. We're just gonna let that drop and super slowly reel it. So I haven't caught a trout on the mice tail in a very long time. I did have a couple of fish on at this spot on a mice tail, but I never landed one for some reason. And we're pretty snag proof, I think. So I'm just gonna twitch it and slowly retrieve it. Yeah, but DCP, I was really happy to see you today out there ice fishing, man. That's what's up. I'm genuinely happy to see you live streaming. All right, let's cast it out again. Wow, these geese are not playing. Look at that. You see them? Are they back or where are they going? Are they going to Canada for a ski weekend? I'm just gonna reel back really slowly and maybe twitch it a couple of times. But basically, because of this ice, I know I'm saying it for like the third time, because of this piece of ice out here, I'm staying nice and dry, and I have prime access to all the fishing holes. I'm very lucky to have this here. Are you driving home now? Nice. Drive carefully. I'm gonna fish here until the sunset, basically. My wife wants to take me to a salsa night at the, what is that big mall, the American Mall? I really don't want to go. Maybe I'll just let her go by herself. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take advice. Anybody got any advice? Ooh, of course, it's another, what we got? We had a leaf. All right. Come on, nature. Yeah, I don't want to drop it too low, but the mice tail sinks pretty slowly, so that's why I'm not worried about not reeling it fast enough. I'm gonna twitch it a little bit. I don't remember last time I caught a fish on a mice tail. And we're snagged. Oh, come on, man. That's my, I just don't want to, God damn it. I don't want to break through the ice. Of course, as I was talking about not being worried. Yep, we're snagged, boys. Nope, I just heard the ice crack. I don't want to fall through the ice, so. Man, I just tied that on too. Hold on. Yeah, salsa dancing at the, God damn it. I hate snagging off right after I tied. And that was my last red trout magnet. Well, it is what it is. I hate getting snagged. But at least I didn't snag off my my spinner. Jeez. I hate when that happens, as you can probably tell. I just put it on, man. Just put it on. All right. We got 18 people in the live stream. Nah, this is a bad idea. How's the leg? The leg is doing great. I had my last appointment on Thursday. My buddy is a sports medicine doctor in a really nice hospital in Overlook, and he basically took a couple more scans of it, and we determined that I did not rip my ACL. It was just a partial meniscus tear, so I have to walk it off basically. And I don't want to do the physical therapy at the clinic, so I'm just gonna do it at home. But man, that sucks. I was talking about it earlier, man. Getting old sucks. Getting old really sucks. All right, so we're not gonna go with the mice tail. Let me check if I have Let me check if I see if I have a gulp minnow. Hold on, guys. No way. I don't have a gulp minnow on me. What? What in the hell is that? All right, let's try this. This is what we caught trout on too. It's a micro finesse by Z-Man. Probably should use brighter colors, but let's check. It has that flake in it. You see that? Has that flake in it. It's made by Z-Man. How did I go fishing without a gulp minnow? What? All right, that's fine. We have some other stuff too. You caught me on a rare day. I went fishing without gulp minnows. That makes me wonder where my gulp minnow is right now. I was actually given this lure by iFish. I made a big order with him, and he included it for free. He just threw it in. Let's try it. I just don't want to snag it again. All right, that's where the ice gets sketchy. Fishing is the best therapy. You absolutely right, buddy. You know what? It actually kind of looks good on that gulp man. Look, it looks pretty good. Check it out. It looks like a little fish. Can you see it? No, you can't. See that? It matches the gold flake perfectly on it. All right, let's throw it out there. Man, I can't believe I lost that right away. So I'm just gonna reel it maybe a little faster. I can't believe you guys caught me fishing without a gulp minnow. That's a very rare sight for me. As long as you get more fish, I like that analogy. As long as you get more fish than you snag lures, it's a good fishing trip. That's pretty good. I like that. So far, we only snagged one. I honestly will even take an even. If I snag one lure and catch one fish, that's a good fishing trip for me. I'm kind of in the spot where I snagged last time, so I don't want to get too close. Last time I had a trout on over there. Let me check. My grandpa, yeah, there's a fish around. Yeah, there's definitely fish around, let me tell you that. And then I'm busting out the iFish lures, iFish jig head. If I snag off another jig head, I'm using iFish. The only problem with my jig heads from iFish right now, they're all pretty heavy. Nope. Got snagged on something. But yeah, I think for micro finesse, if you're not buying something from if you're not buying Strike King, or if you're not buying, who else makes good ones? Charlie Brewer. Z-Man is also amazing. I think Z-Man is more expensive. Let me just go with a sort of slow roll. But we did catch a stock rainbow trout with one of those things. Yep, snagged. Okay, unsnagged. Good. Oh man. The good thing is, at least it's just a trout magnet. I'll be pissed off if I lost like a spinner. We can also try fishing wax worms on a bobber. It's just super boring, but we can do it. Yeah, I mean, let me cast this a couple more times and then we'll do the wax worm on a bobber. It's just, I'm going to bore you to death. But there's pretty good water flow here, so we're not gonna be sitting in the same spot. All right, a couple more casts with this, and then I'm gonna use the Trout magnet, and I'll throw in a couple of wax worms on it. You know what I'm wondering about? There's a giant branch here on the. You see that? 2 branches. I wonder if that happened. But yeah, the water never gets that high here. I'm just wondering why there's a huge branch all the way up there. It's just sitting on a tree. See that? And there's no bigger trees above it. All right, let's do a couple more casts, and we'll throw in a wax worm. I have some nice wax worms in my pocket. And we'll just let it drift. All right, let me do the last cast with this. Maybe one more after that. I want to cast over there by that rock. Hey, what's going on, Maine off the grid? What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. I hope your Saturday is going well. Wait, is your sunset earlier than Jersey? When is the sunset in Maine today? 5:30? I can't believe I don't have a Gulp minnow on me. That's just not me. All right, that's where I got snagged last time. All right, last cast for sure with this thing. Maine off the grid. I love Maine. Absolutely love Maine. They say all the retirement government workers go to Maine instead of Florida. I don't know how true that is, especially people that work for like all those alphabet soup agencies. I remember reading a book by, I forgot who it was, but he's like, there's literally whole towns in Maine that are full of like former federal workers. Yeah, it is funny because I've never ran into it. Well, maybe they don't tell me, but I've never ran into other than Aruba. But Aruba is mostly where cops go. Aruba is where cops go for vacations and get stupid, at least from Jersey. Costa Rica is where all the former Vietnam veterans go to live because they get about $4,000 or $5,000. If they got hit by Agent Orange, they get more, and they just live in Costa Rica. But I've heard that Maine is, for a lot of retirement, a lot of retired people have houses there from like former like 3-letter agencies. All right, that's it. I'm reeling this in and I'm doing something else because I'm getting bored. If you're bored, let me tell you, I'm really bored. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I have wax worms and I have a bobber. And we're gonna put it on. We're gonna take off the Z-Man. I'm gonna throw the bobber on. I'm gonna say, it's pretty deep here, so I'm gonna say they're probably on the bottom. Let's try it this way. This is actually one of those bobbers I found on my live streams. You're not gonna believe it, but people accuse me of planting my lures so I can pick them off the trees on live streams, but not on YouTube. I think, where did I post that video? I think TikTok. Remember how I used to go around finding all those lures on trees? Ooh, Mr. Duck. Man, he was moving. All right, so we got a bobber. About 4 feet down, we got a wax. We're gonna put a wax worm on. Yeah. I feel like TikTok is full of kids. There's definitely a lot of adults mixed in, but a ton of children or young adults. Definitely interesting. Ooh, how about that? Come here, buddy. I have good news for you. You're not staying in the box anymore. You are going fishing, my friend. See? All right, and I'm gonna grab you a buddy so you're not too lonely. Hold on. All right, how about that, kid? A little squeezy squeezy for the scent. All right, how about that? Now we got 2 wax worms. All right, they're looking pretty good. We're gonna send them out there. The only problem is, now we're stuck waiting for a bobber to go down like a little kid. Let's try it. I don't want to fish without a bobber because that's just... Let's see if the depth is good enough. Now we're fishing like a child. Imagine how the worm feels. I don't know, man. Ever since I got married, I think me and him feel about the same. But we gotta make it through. I think trout are super sensitive to scent. There's actually a region in New Jersey. This river keeps when it goes downstream. There's a place where you are not allowed to keep trout, and you're not allowed to put any scent on your baits. You can only fish artificial baits with no scent. So given that information, I assume trout are pretty reactive to scent. All right, our bobber is slowly moving downstream. Listen, if I catch one on wax worms today, oh, I see some activity. It's it's either stuck on something or something's munching on it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's over there. It's in your bobber. We'll see what happens. Hold on, let me... Yes. And please don't tell me I'm muted. Hello? Good now? All right, thanks. You know, I gotta tell you, if you guys live stream, every time somebody texts you on your phone, or like my wife is texting me as I'm fishing, every time somebody texts you, you somehow get muted. Like the reason I got muted is I pulled down, you know how you have a notification, you can pull it down to respond? I responded to my wife just so she knows I can't respond to her because I'm on a live stream. And right after that, I got muted. Okay, so my bobber is finally traveling. And the only thing I did right now to get unmuted, I exited out, like, you know how you exit out your YouTube app and put it back on. I think my bobber is stuck on something now. Okay, that's not a fish, is it? What is that? That ain't no fish. Oh yeah, we got a good one. That was another branch. So at least we know how deep it is. It's about 3-4 feet deep. That was a branch I was bringing in. I was bringing in a good one. Jeez. So at least we know that we're like right on the bottom. So we floated in this bad boy. "23 people in the chat. What's going on, everybody? What else can I distract you with so you don't make fun of me for my terrible fishing skills today? I want to go down there, but I'm afraid that I'm going to lose connection. So now my bobber is once again floating down. With 2 wax worms on it. I'm really wondering where my gulp minnows are. Stuck again. All right, let's pull it out. When are they gonna start biting? At least it's nice to be fully alone here. right, let's try it again. Let's float it. Really want to come here in the summer and maybe get to the other side of the river so nobody bothers me and just sit there and fish all day for eels, smallmouth bass, and whatever else bites, and maybe some suckerfish. What's going on, Fat Cat? You didn't miss much, tell you that. But I think there's also carp in here. Either carp or a big suckerfish. It's amazing. I had so many expectations today. And here we are. No fish again. Should we try a jerkbait? I don't even know. While this thing is floating, I'm going to put my rod down. Well, no, I don't want to put it down because it's a little icy. Let's see what else I have in my bag. Let's check what Grumpy has in bag. Oh wait, I have this, which is my Altoids box. Nah, nothing that I would use today. That's a tungsten drop shot weight that I'm saving for the big fishing trip. Don't want to lose that one. Let's see what else we got. I mean, I do have the salmon eggs. Maybe we should try those. Let's see what else we have. Maybe we should try some power bait. Try that along with the wax worm. Let's try a power bait. Oh my god. Oh, he smells so bad. Hold on. At this point, we're just gonna throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Harold the helicopter. No, we have not caught anything, Harold. The Russian accent. The Russian. Hold on. The Russian accent. I have in these bobbers. Bobber fishing. What else do you want? All right, how about this? Let's change it up. Let's put. We have 2 wax worms for flavor. Let's put a. Let's put a. Put a goddamn. All right. I mean, at this point, I think this is called giving it up. And we'll put a. We'll put a power egg on. Let's see how that changes things up. BMCK 5002. What's going on, man? Man, what the hell are these geese doing? Always want to be in my live stream. Surprised I haven't fallen through the ice yet. But it is pretty deep, you can see it. Maybe not so deep over there. Yeah, I'm not messing with that side. Oh man. I mean, trout fishing should be good now, but I guess it's not. Thinking about another thing I used to make. I used to take a Trout magnet, I would push a power egg down, and then I would put a pink Trout magnet grub and slowly reel it. Maybe we should try that without a bobber. That's what I'm gonna try next. I don't have a gulp minnow. I don't want to use a drop shot rig today. I usually like to use it on my other rod. The Presso is not really good for drop shotting. I'm gonna try casting it again and float it. Hold on. A little deeper. Let's see. Let's see what kind of, I think the temperatures are dropping. I think the storm tomorrow is quite realistic. Let's see what the air temp is now. Oh yeah, the air temp is down to 46. Sunset is in about 25 minutes. See if we can even get a bite before that. Just gonna let it drift. What's going on, 2K? Yeah, this is pretty bad. Let's see what else we can do. I'll take the bobber off. I'm gonna try a pink grub. Definitely got me fish last year. Let's see. Should have some pink grubs in my chest pack. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. These might work. Actually, you know, before I do that, here are my pink grubs. Let's throw one on. Let's make a mini mice tail. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I've done this before and it worked. I'm going to take Mr. Waxworm off, throw him in. I'm going to push down the power bait egg all the way here. And then I'm going to make a little itty bitty mice tail. I've caught a lot of fish on that in the spring with my kid. You see that? How's that? It does work because it does have a lot of flavor from that power bait egg. Let's try it. I'm not even gonna be mad if I lose it. Maybe we'll go with something else after I lose it. Maybe with that pink thing. I'm gonna slowly reel it back. It's very bright. You basically got neon pink with chartreuse. I think that's where I snagged my last trout magnet with a mice tail. Hold on. Hey, what's going on? Catch me a huge trout. As long as I don't go through the ice here, I'll try to get you one. Yeah, but I probably should have been using a drop shot with some wax worms. But yeah, Ian, fishing's very bad. Wait, are you surprised though? It is my live stream. Basically, my live streams since the start of October have been, no, since the start of November have been pretty trashy. Hey, what's going on, Glenn Shepard? Yeah, Ian, it's good to see you in my live stream, man. Unfortunately, tomorrow, Jersey is getting hit with another snowstorm. So guess what? And supposedly we're getting 18 inches of snow. So might not be fishing again for like a week. And it's supposed to be cold again. Just as we got comfortable. Gonna get hit with another snowstorm. I don't know where this trout is at. Just playing games with my heart. Yeah, but Ian, my wife, she went to see a women's college game. So here I am. She let me go. She said I can go fishing, which is very surprising. During a weekend. I found this piece of ice here, and I've been using it as my free duck. I think I still have a gulp minnows in my bag. Hold on. I might have those other gulp minnows, the tiny ones. Let's check what I have. Do I have them? Hold on. No, power bait. No. I do not have them. That was a lie. When was the last stocking? It was a Christmas stocking. The last stock trout here last year. That's when they put that big fish in here, the 6-pounder, where if you catch it and get the tag out of it, you get $500. Oh, okay, I just avoided a disaster. Hold on, let's walk up here a little bit. I just hope the connection doesn't get worse. All right, everybody, we're gonna go. All right, let's not break the ice. Ooh. All right, you see where I was just standing? I was fishing from this little, I wish I could just like ride that down the river and fish off of it. Oh no, okay. Hold on. I managed to just park my car over there and walk down and fish here. Nobody yelled at me yet. But I see people have been fishing here. You can see all the tracks. These are not from hikers. There's at least one person that fished here. I made myself a very cartoonish bait. It's a power egg with a trout magnet grub. Let's try here. Oh man, sliding down. All right. Let me see if I can just stand on that rock. Oh man. Yeah, my knee is still not the best. But here we are. 16 people in the chat. Well, at least we got 36 likes. That's really nice. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I do need a lot of luck right now to catch a fish. I want to try a jerkbait, even if I lose it. I don't know what else to do right now. I don't know what else I can possibly do to get a fish. Let's see what else I have. Oh, you know what we should do? We should try one of these. The pink power bait atomic teaser. I did catch a lot of fish on them. I do always catch fish on them. Let's see if I could just take this off. Hold on. I'm gonna have to cut it off. I'll throw this in my bag. Woody bugger. No, but it sounds familiar. Who makes the woody bugger? Sounds familiar. Woody bugger. My fingers are a little frozen, so these are amazing if you want to catch creek chops. I don't know what it is about them, but creek chops absolutely destroy these, especially the big ones. Oh, I didn't realize they were scented. Now my mouth tastes like WD-40. Great. Oh man. Woolly bugger. I think I find a bunch of them when I go hunting for free lures on trees. But it does sound familiar. Like, I know people use Euro nymph. I know some guys that use flies on the regular rods. Woolly bugger. I'm gonna keep that in mind. There's a fly shop about a mile down the street. You never know, I might pop in there. I think they're closed now, but I don't know what it is about this thing, but I bought it once, and I one time went out and I caught so much fish with it that I kept buying it, keep buying them. It's made by Berkeley. Especially in the spring when the fish starts really being active, or when it's muddy. Hold on. All right, let's cast it out there. Yeah, I should do a drop shot, you're right, but my drop shot rod is not here today. I gotta set it up again because I basically switched to all ice fishing rods, right? I made ice fishing rods and I used the reel off my drop shot rod for the ice fishing. That's why I only have the presser right now. That's always kind of like in my car and ready to go. But next time I'll set up a drop shot that come here. I don't know. I lost a lot of hope recently fishing. It's almost like I had such good luck. I catch so much fish starting April that fishing around this time, I mean, it just psychologically drains me. Like, it's such a beautiful little lure too. Is trout really barely active around this time, mid-February in Jersey? Anybody knows? I feel like they're barely moving. That's why you have to do the drop shot. I feel like they're barely doing anything. Great choice in color and shape, man. Works like crap. Yes, Big Aloe. I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment right away. Yes, this, I don't know what it is about this. I've said it, I know I've said it like 3 times, but this little thing, if you go creek fishing with this, I don't know if the tail chaser or what it is, but it absolutely kills, like, you catch a lot of fish with it. No joke. And you know what else loves it? Red-eye bass, like the little rock bass that don't get too big. They absolutely love it. I'm gonna torture you guys for 10 more minutes, and we're gonna call it a day. But hey, at least I got 37 likes. I appreciate those. I feel like fishing really doesn't start in Jersey until mid-March. If you're an average fisherman like me. All right. That's when they stock a lot of trout. Crappies absolutely on fire. And other fish. Bass is spawning, so they're biting like crazy. Hold on. Maybe there's something in that hole right there. There's a couple of trees there, though, so I gotta be careful. Oh, perfect cast. Yeah, nothing. Oof. Somebody's definitely walked here and fished here, so I'm not the first one. Gives me hope. see, I don't want to slip. My knee still kind of feels like jelly, so, oh, all right. Little stream. The connection is still pretty good. I think so, right? See, stream. Cowboy, what's going on, man? It's amazing. Is this my second or third stream with catching no fish? Oh no, okay, good. I almost snagged it. Oh, there was like a coyote walking through here. You just want to say that you love fishing? Yeah, man. Even if you catch nothing, man, it's still better than sitting home. I agree with that. It's definitely the most perfect outdoor hobby. It's not expensive. I mean, you can make it expensive. It's not expensive. You don't need any crazy permits like hunting. And you can just do it. The water's everywhere. Nice. Channel cats are awesome. They get big, man. That's a huge channel. That's good, man. I've never caught anything that big, but I've caught smaller channel cats. The last channel cat I caught was actually on a gulp minnow while I was tubing down Delaware River. This is painful. I wonder if I should throw out another mice tail, but mice tail and what I'm fishing with is basically the same thing. There's a little waterfall. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk towards that waterfall. If I cut off, I apologize, guys. This is actually last time where my last stream cut off. I got about 10, 20 more minutes before, well, I got probably 20 more minutes of daylight. There's a stream there, and I wanna try walking there. If I do lose connection, this will be it for me. But I'm gonna try to get over there. It's not a bad walk. So stay with me. We're in Jersey. Trout pole swimming into the bank and jumped onto the bank. I was very lucky to catch it. Nice. Those catches are always the best catches, man. That's a cool story. I've gone into the water on live stream one time because I was not expecting to catch a fish as big as I caught it. Yeah, see, somebody walked here. All right, let's follow. Let's see where this person went. Good thing I brought my waders today. Let's follow the tracks of this guy. Oh, man. Hopefully we don't drop connection. We'll see what happens. And don't run into a bear. Oh, man. I'm basically walking through like a swampland. Damn. I'm glad I'm not the first one doing it. I'm just going to follow this guy's tracks. Yeah, we're still going to cut across here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that looks about right. Should have walked further down. I'm gonna walk a little further down. Look at this space. Let me see what you guys write. Hold on, it's a little hard because here in Cali, you wish you were fishing. Yeah, Jersey, we're about to get snowed in again. Supposedly in 12 hours, we're getting another snowstorm. So I popped out to do some quick fishing. We're gonna be fishing in the next couple of minutes. I just need to get to, I've never fished that spot before. You never know, I might catch a giant trout there. Oh man. I feel like freaking Indiana Jones out here. Stay with me, gang. We're almost there. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, this is the spot right here. Maybe we'll try this. Oh yeah, let's try this. If there's gonna be fish active here, it's gonna be here. Hold on. I've never been here before. It is pretty though. Oh yeah, this looks good. Wow. How do I get down there? Let's figure this out. Let me rest my rod. Hold on. All right, let's see. I can't go down there, but I just might have to. Let's see. I have a bad knee, which is why I'm like picking a better spot. Stay with me. We find spot. I think I found a spot right here. Let me just slide my butt down here. Yeah, this looks good. Let's try this. It's about a 3-foot drop. Oh man, it's hard to bend my knee. Hold on, guys. All right, here we go. Whee! All right, that worked out as planned. That has to be a fish here, come on. I got caught on the rose bush. Hold on. This is perfect trout habitat. If there's gonna be a fish, I'm gonna catch it here. Ah, jeez. Let's try it. 37 people in the chat, nice. Let's see. Maybe we can change the tide of the game today. This is a nice spot to fish. I think my connection is not going to be the best because I already see LTE bars instead of 5G. Is the connection still decent, guys? This looks like a good place for jerkbait too. I'm gonna throw this a couple more times. If I get no bites, I'm gonna try a jerkbait. Hey, what's going on, Brazil? And thanks for those hanging out with me still. I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm not sure if I would want to try a jerkbait or a mice tail here. Let's check. Let's see what we have here. There used to be an old bridge here. If you see, there's a part of that bridge was probably here 200 years ago. Jersey is pretty old and historic, but you see that part of the bridge that's left over. I mean, judging by the trees that are growing there and around it, that bridge, I'm going to say it's at least 200 years old, or whatever's left of it. I'm going to go in the water. I do see a lot of guys fishing here because we were fishing down the stream. I usually give fly fishermen their space, so I never come up into a spot. But today is the first day I don't see anybody. No. I wonder if we should tip this power bait with a wax worm for flavor. Let me go a little deeper into here. All right. Should have grabbed my wool half gloves today. I'm getting a little cold. Hey, what's going on? Can't see who it is. Josie, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I'm going to come back to the spot next live stream. I know the connection here is probably pretty bad. I'm not on 5G LTE. I'm just on LTE. But this seems like prime location. If I was a fish, that's where I would hang out. Nice stream, nice flowing water. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw fish jumping. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. There's a bunch of them over there. This might be a change of tide for us, guys. I'm not sure if they're gonna take my lure, but I think I should switch to jerkbait and try it. I'm already fishing like a jerkbait fisherman. Oh, huge hawk above us. I don't know if you can see that. That's definitely a hawk. That's a big hawk. Hold on, I think there's fish here. Give me a second. You know what? I'm gonna try a Vibrex spinner. I think this would be the spot to try it. It's gonna be really quick to tie it on. And I have it in my pack. I think I see fish right. I feel like there's fish right there. Hope I don't get snagged, but it would be worth a try. One more cast and I'm going to try a Vibrex spinner. And I feel like it's shallow enough that if I do get a snag, I can probably get it out. Yeah. Let me try a Vibrex spinner. I have it in my pack. The sun already went down, so we don't have much time, but let's see what I can do. Sorry, I can't read the chat right away because I'm trying to get this thing done and over with. We're gonna have to move quickly here. The sun has already went down. I'm living in borrowed time right now. Here's the Vibrex spinner. All right, here we go. I do like this spot a lot. If there's fish, they're definitely hanging out right here. My hands are so cold. Come on. Missed the hole. Can't see. I think I made it. Okay, we're good. All right, let's try it. See what happens. So we got a Vibrex spinner. Let me show you. And it's a blue fox. Let's see what we can do. Probably can fish for 10 more minutes. Nothing. Yep, 20 minutes tops is what I got. I'm gonna call it a day at 5:55. Let's try. Never know. I don't want to reel too fast. I feel like there's fish playing around right there. But maybe that's just my my imagination. Speaking of imagination, I don't know if any of you ever taken melatonin to go to sleep. Had some wild dreams. I did that yesterday, man. And dude, I still can't believe the dreams I've had. I think I adopted a pet raccoon family and they lived in my house and talked to me. It was great. I'm not taking melatonin again. Let's see what you write. I still got some time to read. Hold on. Give me a sec. Why not use a swivel It is getting dark. I'm not using a swivel because everybody and their mother tells me not to use a swivel. But I do understand your reasoning. It's a perfect reasoning. But people say to tie directly to the line. I do understand. I do. So if you caught me fishing 2-3 years ago, I usually used a snap swivel. I mean, I always did it. And you're absolutely right. But multiple fishermen told me, online and offline, told me not to tie directly to the fishing line. And if you actually use Rapalas and their style, they also tell you to tie directly to the fishing line. So yeah, I have been convinced. I have been convinced to tie directly to the line. It's a little, it takes time, right? Especially in situations like this where every minute counts. But apparently it has better presentation. All right, that was not a fish. Didn't feel like a fish either. Oh no, what are we snagged on? Okay, we're unsnagged. All right, good. So I'm gonna cast this. I'm just gonna keep casting across this current. It's kind of hard to see where the stuff is going because it's getting dark. But I cast it right next to that tree. And now I'm slowly reeling it back. Probably fish for like 7 more minutes. I kind of left my car on the side of the road and I need to get to it. No luck. Now we're using a spinner. Ian, next time I'm coming back here, I'm bringing the, whatchamacallit, the drop shot, 1000%. I'm bringing a drop shot here. I thought that was a fish for a second. It was definitely not a fish. It was probably either a big leaf or a little branch. I'm gonna say 5 more casts and we're gonna call it a day. Sucks to fish without catching fish, but still better than not fishing at all. And I appreciate those of you that are sticking around watching this. I'm gonna move down a little bit here. That's not a fish, that's a snag. And we're off the snag, that's good. These geese are like going back and forth, back and forth. Just can't make up their mind. Oh, dude, that was dangerously close to the tree. That was about 10 inches away from the branch. But this is probably the most beautiful fly fishing spot. You don't have many trees to snag on. It's nice here. I can see how a lot of people probably come here to fly fish. All right, I got 5 more casts in me. I'm glad I'm not here with my little kid because he would be talking smack all day how we didn't catch any fish and he's not going fishing again. Hold on. I'm gonna do a couple more casts and start heading home because it's getting dark. I don't want to get in trouble with the local cops for leaving my car on the side of the road. Because this town is pretty waspy in terms of that. Let's see, I think I'm gonna curl out over there. Actually, you know what? I just saw a tree root that I can use to get out of here. And I can answer all your comments while I'm running to my car. Kind of sad that we didn't catch a fish. A little sad. Wow, that was a long yeet. I guess the best way right now, honestly, we know where the fish is. We have to use the drop shot, probably with 2 hooks, put salmon eggs on them, or put mealworms and just go at it. All right. Good fishing is about a month away. All right, 2 more casts. That was my... All right, coming up on my last cast. Let's see. I'm gonna cast it straight down. Let me walk up closer to this tree so I don't snag on it. I'm gonna cast this stuff straight down. There you go. Man, this thing flies. I gotta tell you that. And then I can respond to everybody in the chat. I'm sorry, I can't read the chat right now. We're almost there. It's gonna be another 30 seconds. As I crawl out of here. Gotta give it to wool socks. I'm standing in what is likely, we measured it. It was a 38-degree water. And I'm not cold. I'm knee deep in 38-degree water. And I'm wearing wool socks that are super thick. And I am not cold one bit. And I'm not young either. All right, let's see. Let's try to get out of here. Unfortunately, today's trip was not fruitful. What the hell is this? As long as there's no snapping turtles, we're good. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use this tree root to crawl out of here. And we're out. Okay. All right, chat. Let me get to the road. Let me read the chat. Did you check the Fish and Game website to see when the last stock of trout? No, I know when the last stocking of trout is. I follow all the local trout groups. The last stocking of trout in Jersey was actually by the state. Was in. I'm just trying to see if I can get out of here without. Well, let's just screw it. I'm trying to get to the road so I don't have to walk through this freaking. I'm like Indiana Jones out here. I think I can make it through. Look at this thing. Damn. I'm freaking I'm like George Washington out here. Crawling through the mud. Oh. Jeez. So yeah, last stocking was in October. It was a terrible stocking because the water was super warm. A lot of trout died. Fishing was terrible. Then a couple of private clubs stocked these waters with more trout. About 400 trout was put in here. But who knows how many are left. All right, we made it to the road. Yeah, so, and the next trout stocking is in about a month. Hey, what's going on? Unfortunately, we're not catching much, Raptor and Jesse. Yes, I am fishing the South Branch. Very good. I'm trying to catch Bubba, that fish that has a $500 bounty on its head. Honestly, I'll take anything. I'll take a creek chub. But yeah, was not fruitful today. We tried everything. We tried a what is that? A blue fox spinner. We tried mice tails. We tried power bait eggs. We tried a bunch of things. Trout magnets. No bite. Nobody caught Bubba yet. No. Bubba is still out there. It's a 6-pound rainbow, I think. I don't think Bubba has been caught yet because the Bubba was put in there by South Branch Outfitters. And that's why I started fishing here, because they said that they did it. I think if I ever buy fly fishing stuff, I'm going to buy it from them. Seems like a nice bunch of people. But yeah. All right, gang, let me see if I missed anybody. 8 minutes left. Leaf fish, what else? No, I think that's it. I think I caught up. Yeah, I think Bubba is still out there. I gotta check maybe I'm wrong, but I gotta check the website, their Facebook group. Anyways, gang, I'm basically at my car, so I'm gonna catch you later. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Yeah, I hope you're a better fisherman than me, because I've been getting skunked for the past couple of days. Let me not get hit by a car. All right, here's my vacuum cleaner. I'm gonna go get in my car and go. Tom, what's up? Sleep? I missed it, might try it. Yeah, I don't know. The bottom line is we fished, we didn't catch fish. We went live for about 2 hours with no success. All right, guys, take it easy. I hope you have a good weekend. And if you're in Jersey or New York, get ready for a big storm, all right? Stay safe. Bye, everybody. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I appreciate it.